A couple of nights away, we had a discussion with one of my students who is transitioning from HR into marketing. She's trained as a HR officer, but now for the last 1 year, she has been involved in selling. And she's been going out in the field, and she shared that she is having difficulties with being confident and assertive and thinking about what she is doing in her work. Of course, she shared she has a good boss who is encouraging her, but yet she feels she is an imposter. And therefore, I thought of us looking at how can you develop assertiveness and confidence. Assertiveness, we say, is the ability to be able to put across your point of view in an honest and respectful way. So being assertive is being able to communicate with authority and confidence and yet remain respectful. What are the benefits of being assertive? One of the benefits of being assertive is that you are able to gain self-confidence in what you are doing and project that across to the people in the room. Of course, there's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Aggressive is a bully, somebody who moves around with his chest out and thinking that he can be able to trample anybody. And also there's a difference between being assertive and being passive. Because when you are passive, you are shy, you don't get heard in a meeting, you shy away from making your point of view. So the first benefit is that you're able to develop confidence and be able to put across your point comfortably. The second benefit of being assertive is you're able to express your feelings and what you feel, and you don't bottle them up, because when you bottle them up, then you become aggressive, because at the point where you are pushed to the limit, you fight back. Third reason why you need, or the third benefit of being assertive, is you are able to earn respect from others, the people in the room, because you put across your point confidently with respect. You are heard in a meeting, you are heard by a client, therefore you are able to gain respect among others. It also improves your communication. Assertiveness is able to improve your communication because you don't bottle up what you feel, you speak about it. And the more you communicate, the more you speak, the more you're able to improve both your verbal and also non-verbal communication. It also creates or improves decision-making skills, because being assertive, you communicate, you come across, you say what you feel, and out of what you have said, a decision can be made to make the situation even much better. A bonus point or benefit of being assertive is you create honest relationships. You come across as somebody who is honest because you speak your mind. I mean, do you have colleagues, or have you ever worked with somebody who never speaks in the room, but when you leave the meeting, they go out and say, we could have done this, or so and so should not have said this. But when you share assertively, confidently in a room, you create honest relationships. Remember what you call the Johari window. The Johari window speaks about feedback and communication. The more you give feedback, the more people know about you, know your strengths, your likes and dislikes. So how then do you develop assertiveness? I can be able to share 3 ways of developing assertiveness. Number 1, learn to say no. When you can't do, yesterday I got a request from an NGO where I give my time and I give my expertise in motivating young men and women. It is a football club, so I got a request from the organizer and coordinator of the club to donate some resources that are required this weekend. And because it was not in my plan for this month I had planned to donate my time and also even other gifts, but not resources in terms of finances. I quickly said no, because I couldn't accommodate it. That is a show of assertiveness. Just say no. Another way of developing assertiveness is always use statements like I feel, I don't like that, I don't think that is the right thing to do. Let it be you, not us. Speak about yourself, because the more you speak about I, the more then you come across as assertive. A third way of developing assertiveness, assess your style. What kind of a personality are you? Are you a personality type A, the aggressive, talkative, outgoing? Or are you personality B, who are laid back? The people who are more, into discussions and before they make a decision. People who are laid back, they are not in a rush. So what kind of a personality type are you? It's good to know it, because the more you know it, the more you are able to know where to work around your weaknesses. Another way of developing assertiveness is rehearse what you are going to say in a meeting or to somebody who has been boring you around. Write it down, rehearse it. You may not exactly say that in those words, but there is a very high likelihood that out of maybe what you have rehearsed, you may say 80% of it, and that will be a way of practicing, and you are going to come across as assertive as you go along. Another way of developing assertiveness is keep your emotions in check. I'm sure there are people in your life, people in your profession or in the office who trigger emotions on you, who make you unhappy, who make you feel you want to explode, and they have known it, and they know which are your trigger points. So next time they are within your bubble, keep your emotions on check. Because the more you keep your emotions on check, I was listening to an article about the war in Ukraine right now, between Russia and Ukraine. And they were speaking to a psychologist called Deepak Chopra, how people should be able to handle the emotions. Both the reporters, the journalists, the officials, government officials, the Ukrainians themselves who are running away from warfare. How should they be able to handle the emotions around? Because the emotions are very, very high. So Deepak Chopra was saying sometimes it's good to be calm and, kind of walk out of your situation. Imagine you are out of the war and the war is over. So imagine these situations that are making you emotionally distraught before they happen, and be able to keep your emotions in check. A bonus point. Start being assertive, small gestures, even your posture. Sit upright. Sometimes they say act until you perfect it. Act until you make it. So have a sitting posture that is portraying confidence. Look somebody directly into the eye, because that will communicate you are being assertive, and therefore people will value your relationship